collaborative platform is a tool online that we use in order to facilitate exchanges between what we call members, the users. And it's basically a website that people come onto and create communities of practice, that is, exchange information, exchange documents, ask for information, look for each other, and generally participate in collaborative projects. There's really three types of communities that you want to create. One is regarding really operational, strategic, or work-oriented things. So these are just communities of practice. Very operational. We can create projects. We can do new project developments, product developments. So that's one type of community. Another type is more socially oriented. A socially oriented site is really more around some of the issues regarding HR. So for example, how do you integrate newcomers to the company? How do you integrate better interns? And then a third type, it's really knowledge management, but in a soft way. So how do you institutionalize the mass of knowledge that you have, given the fact that people are coming and going? Let me give you an example where we have a type of organization with, for example, different products. I'm selling product A, B, and C in regions 1, 2, and 3. So in that context, perhaps someone who's selling product A in region 1 needs to communicate with another expert who's also selling product A, but in a different region. In that case, typically and traditionally, I would be sending emails, looking for the right person, putting attachments on the email and then sending it out, having BCC's replies. So typically what happens is that the inbox becomes fuller and fuller, it becomes a mess. And also looking for the right type of information, I don't know exactly where to begin. Community approach to knowledge management is to organize all this information into one space. And we have an assembly of different modules that allow us to do this efficiently and to organize not only the structure of the community, so I can have communities along product A, B, and C, and perhaps regions 1, 2, and 3. There are about 5 or 6 specific modules that I want to share with you. The first one is really understanding what's going on in my community or communities. One of the ways to do that is I come onto the community home site and I have a personalized view of all the different activities. Someone has published a wiki. Someone has responded to a question. Someone has updated their profile information with professional information. I can subscribe to this information by an inbox, by email. On internet, you always have to go to the page and look at the information. Here, it's more interactive and collaborative in the sense that the platform comes to you. The second module is fairly basic. It's a message forum, it's a message board. And that module allows us to share information, ask questions. I may want to upload some sort of document. It may be an Excel, a PowerPoint, a video, a photo, an image, anything really, and I want to share that with everyone. Now, what I can do on some platforms is to really target the information and target the question so that I'm really only sharing it with particular groups that I'm interested in. The third element is the event calendar. So typically we have needs on organizing meetings, organizing types of events, training programs. We can invite different people. The fourth element that we have is a search engine. So I need to be able to look in and find information that I've posted on or that someone else has posted onto the platform. So if I search for the keyword Six Sigma, I will find Six Sigma experts in the profiles. I will find Six Sigma files in the file section. I will find Six Sigma messages in the message board. I will find Six Sigma related events. So a transversal search engine is essential. The fifth element is a directory. So I need to find experts. I need to find people that I'm going to collaborate with. So I need to have a rich directory. One of the most important elements is actually called a wiki. I'm sure some of you have heard Wikipedia. This is a collaborative document that's posted on Lean where more than one person can actually edit this particular document without having to send the files an attachment, resend it, and get messed up in the versions. We're going to pretend that we're going to create a training program for a particular subject. In this case, value stream mapping. So imagine that we have different people that need to collaborate together to create the content for this particular training program. So we have perhaps the workshop leader, we have perhaps some academics, we have consultants, we have perhaps also the potential students, and they're there to give their feedback as well. So these are different people, perhaps geographically distant. Okay, so here what we see is that I've prepared the structure of the training program. And we need to all collaboratively fill this out. As you can see, we not only have the main article, but we also have a comment related to the article. So we can in fact have a discussion around this particular article. One of the things that I could do within the wiki is actually show the different versions as it evolves. And in this way, I can basically share the content and have the different participants to the wiki. So for example, the workshop leader propose something concretely and write pedagogical goals A, B, and C. And B and C is something that the workshop consultant has suggested, but perhaps I, as the participant, have a different idea of what should be proposed within the content. So I can go in and write in the discussion how my suggestion should be. In response to that, the workshop leader can then respond and say, well, I actually think that this is very important, so you need to keep it inside. So after we've all collaboratively worked on this particular training program, what can we do? Well, one of the important things is to be able to find the information so that someone who comes perhaps a year or two later can also benefit from my experience and knowledge. So the whole notion is to institutionalize the experience, institutionalize the knowledge. So the whole notion of the enterprise is really, we work in teams and we're an organization. And the question is, how do we enrich those particular interactions? And by putting everyone together and structuring communities that are really collaborating on a day-to-day basis, we can really strengthen this aspect of the organization.